socks?
It's in your closet drawer.
No, it's not in here.
Then get the one in the dryer. We're running late. Make it fast, Lily. I was late for work yesterday as well. Don't forget your lunchbox. It's on the countertop. I'm going to start the car.
Around 60 people were killed after a bomb hit a school in East Ukraine. Earlier, the government sources said 90 people had been sheltering in the building.
Did you finish your homework?
Yes, I finished it yesterday.
Oh, that's great news. Did you understand it all?
Yes, most of it was fine.
Almost the entire village had been sheltering in the basement of the school. The final death toll would only be known when the rubble had been cleared, since war began on 24 February. The UN has recorded at least 2,345 civilian deaths and 2,919 injured in Ukraine. The High Commissioner for Human Rights said in an update, thousands of combatants are also believed to have been killed. Both sides. More than 12 million people are said to have fled their homes since the conflict began, with 5.7 million leaving for neighboring countries and another 6.5 million people thought to be displaced inside the war-torn country itself. The International Committee of the Red Cross, responsible for coordinating evacuations from Mariupol alongside the United Nations, said 170 civilians arrived in the relatively safe city of Zaporizhzhia from Mariupol on Sunday. In a statement, the international arm of the Red Cross said, the 4-day operation began.
Well, sweetheart, sometimes people don't get along and they end up fighting.
What does a war look like, Mommy?
Well, wars are messy and ugly. Things get broken and people get hurt.
Do kids get hurt too?
Sometimes, yes.
Do people who do war know it's bad?
Yes, they know.
But if people who do war know it's bad, then why do they still do it?
Well, people do know, but sometimes they just can't find a better way to solve their problems.
That sounds crazy. Do schools get destroyed in wars?
Let's talk about something else, Lily. What did you learn in school yesterday?
But, Mommy, do schools really get bombed in wars?
No, Lily. Well, Lily, you know how you and your brothers sometimes argue over toys? Well, sometimes countries argue too, over things like beliefs or land. And when they can't agree, they fight with weapons.
Mommy, you and Daddy had a fight last week, right?
Yes, sweetie, sometimes we grown-ups have trouble understanding each other.
So, like countries, right? How about the people in wars? What happens to them?
They suffer, sweetie. Innocent people, families, even children. They all suffer.
I wish wars didn't exist, Mommy.
Me too, sweetie. Unfortunately, there's some people that profit from war.
People like hurting others?
It's more complicated than that. Some people gain money, land, resources. For some people, it's a weapons business. It's hard to understand, especially for a little heart like yours.
Those are the war people. Will war come to our place?
I don't think so. Our country hasn't had a war at home in a very long time, but we have been involved in conflicts in other places.
Why does our country fight in other places?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure, my dear.
I hate wars.
You're not alone in that, Lily.
What happens when a war ends?
Well, there's lots of destruction and broken buildings, but people start to clean up and we honor soldiers that fought as heroes.
Like superheroes, Mommy?
I don't know.
Mommy, did Grandpa go to war?
I was about your age when he left, and he didn't come back. He was my hero.
Are you okay, Mommy?
Yes, Lily. I'm fine.
Do you still miss Grandpa?
Yes, I do. But things change with time. He's no longer my hero.
Will kids be safe after war, Mommy?
Lily, it's time for you to have a joyful day at school. Let go of these worries and have fun with your friends.
Okay, Mom. I love you.
I love you too, my brave girl.
a graveyard for thousands of children. At least 4,008 children have been killed in the ongoing war in Gaza. They were hit by airstrikes, smashed by misfired rockets, burned by blast, and crushed by buildings, and among them were newborns and toddlers. During brutal rampage on October 7 across southern Israel that sparked the war, its gunmen killed more than 1,400 people. Among them were babies and other small children. About 30 children were also among the roughly 240 hostages. Nearly half of the crowded strip's 2.3 million